OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with a super special video today. It is 1 year since I started posting videos on this channel, since I created this channel and posted my first video, and I thought it would be fun to kind of give you a house tour and look at where I was a year ago versus where I am now. If you are new and you just found me, I am so very happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down there? I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. I know a lot of you have been with me on this decluttering journey. So I think it'll be fun to look back and see where I started and where we're at now. So I'm just gonna go through the rooms. I don't know that I'll do them. I haven't decided the order. I think I'll just try to take you like through the house that makes sense versus maybe the order that I actually decluttered them in. But just know that when you are decluttering, it is an ongoing, I'm in the school pickup line getting the girls. It is an ongoing journey. And even though I have reached every space in my house, I still have clutter. And there are rooms that need to be decluttered again. I knew that was gonna happen. For instance, I decluttered the back storage part of my basement fairly early on in my decluttering journey. And I did that for a reason, because it was so jam-packed that I knew I couldn't fit anything else in there. And I knew as I went through other rooms, there would be things that I would find that maybe I wasn't ready to let go of yet, or maybe that didn't have a place in my house in another room yet, that I would have to put in there. So that back room needs to be decluttered again. So anyways, I sure hope you enjoy this video. It has been so amazing taking you along this journey with me. Decluttering definitely was a life changer for me. My house feels so much different now than it did a year ago. It's so much more peaceful. I have way less anxiety. Of course, it's easier for me to clean and things like that without all the clutter. All right, let's get to all these rooms. If you enjoy the makeover, if you enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. Let's go check out a year ago versus now. All right, we're gonna start off outside in the garage, because this was a big, massive job that took me 2 full weeks, and I had a ton of help from my husband on this one. Otherwise, it probably would have taken me 3 weeks, maybe 4 if I was doing it myself, because every corner had stuff jam-packed everywhere. And I do have a playlist that is on the playlist section of the channel, and I will link it below for all of my declutters. If there's any one particular room or area that maybe you missed and you want to watch that, they will be linked down below. And when we go through this tour of a year from now till now, one thing that I did not go through was like all of the cupboards and storage and things like that, because this video is already going to be super duper long. So I hope you got some popcorn and you're sitting down relaxing, because it's going to be a long one today. And as I say in many videos, real people live here, and I do not stage my house. So you're just gonna see random things because we live here every day that maybe you're like, why didn't she put that away? Because I don't stage my house for the videos. You're getting a real-time view when I film things. Yes, I might tidy things up or something like that, because my kitchen always tends to get messy real quick. But basically, I'm just giving you the real time of what my house looks like. All right, we have now moved to the after of the garage. It is way better, but I need to go through and do a little bit more decluttering. I have a pile back here. I am an extreme couponer. I have another channel where I teach people how to coupon and save a bunch of money. But I had my last yard sale that I did for this year, where I sold some of my overstock of my coupon items. I left what I didn't sell right there because I planned on having another yard sale and it just hasn't. I never did it. So I got to take care of those things. And this is a dresser that we are getting rid of. I just need to list it on Facebook Marketplace and I haven't done it. And then I did pick up a couple of new furniture pieces. One was gifted to me from a family member and I want to redo that. And I'm hoping to do that very soon. And another one I got at a yard sale for $5. So I got to figure out what I'm doing with those. But my shelves have stayed organized. Pretty much except for that little corner over there that I showed you with the excess from the yard sale and the dresser. It's much better, but again, it's not perfect. All right, right when you walk in my garage door, you are entering into the kitchen. And this was one area that I hadn't really started making videos yet for this channel. And this was one of the first things I did. I had massive amounts of paper clutter. This is what my kitchen counter looked like all of the time. And it was basically just me trying to stack everything up to make it look as tidy as possible, but it doesn't look tidy at all. And that was one of the first things in my kitchen that I did tackle was all of the paper clutter. And I put into, I put a system into place where I don't have paper clutter anymore. But it took me a long time to get through all of the paper clutter. It wasn't just my kitchen that had paper clutter. Every room had paper clutter. But this is what my kitchen looks like today. The counters are much clearer. Donna Jean's got her coat hanging on one of the chairs. I have a little pile down here of some storage bins I got from Walmart on clearance and a couple of things on top of them that I need to take care of. But again, as I told you, I don't stage my house. This is just really what my kitchen looks like. I did want to tell you, Donna Jean loves Crocs, and she has these white Crocs that got very dirty. Obviously, when you wear your shoes, they get dirty. She pulled these out last night. She got Dawn Power Wash out and the pink stuff, and she shined up her white Crocs and they look brand spanking new. So there's a little cleaning hack for you if you need to clean your Crocs. And I have done a ton of decluttering in this kitchen, but most of it was inside all of the cabinets. So again, all those videos are linked down in the description box. But I'm pretty darn happy with the way my kitchen looks on a daily basis. And it does get messy quickly because that's what happens with kitchens. And my kitchen moves us right into the family room, which is an open concept so you can see both rooms. And this is what my family room looked like. It was pretty cluttered. I did do a lot of decluttering. The built-in bookshelves that have cabinets underneath were jam-packed full of stuff. Again, that video is linked down in the description box. But my bookshelves were also very, very cluttered. So I asked you guys in last week's video if you had any questions for me as we were approaching the 1-year anniversary of my decluttering journey. OMG, I cannot believe it's been a year. And one question was, did you think that you would accomplish what you accomplished? And the answer to that is no, I did not. In one regard, a year is a long time, and in another regard, it just goes by in the blink of an eye. Let's take a look at what my family room looks like now. I love this room so very, very much. When you first start off decluttering, when you have as much clutter as I had, and I don't have as much as some people have, and I have more than other people has, right? Like we all start at different points. It can be really challenging to see how you are going to get all of it done because it really, truly is such a big job. And for me personally, I know this is not going to be for everybody, but I also know that it will be for some people. Decluttering can be very emotionally draining. I had no idea how to start, where to start, what to do. Nothing I had done in the past had ever worked to keep my space clutter free. Oh, there's Tom saying hello. And so, you guys hear me say in lots of my videos that I take all projects a little bit at a time when I have the time. So I don't try to do anything all at once. We have now moved into the dining room. Who remembers the dining room? This was very early on in my decluttering journey and one of the worst rooms in my house. It had become a dumping ground and we didn't use it. Like, you couldn't use it. It had stuff in every corner. It had stuff in every drawer, every cabinet. I'm just showing you the surface right now. So the taking things as I have time to do them over multiple days, and some projects multiple weeks, served me so well, because this room was totally overwhelming to get into. But I took it and I said, okay, let me clear off the table. Let me just get rid of the junk that's on the table and have a clear table. Or let me get to this one corner. If I can take 20 minutes, if that's what I have right now, and I can take 20 minutes and just clear out this one little corner, although the room still looks bad, I know it's going to make a difference in the long run. And so that truly served me so well through this whole decluttering journey. And now I have a dining room that I absolutely love. I would say it's my favorite makeover, but it's so hard for me to choose because there's so many rooms in my house that I just have so much love for now. And doing all of the decluttering really started bringing my love for my house back to where I wanted to do some decorating and make this space feel homey. So I've got like some faux flowers on my table and I have a plant in the corner. The decluttering sparked all of that. You see, there's nothing in the corners now except for my husband always takes his shoes off in the dining room. I don't know why. But again, I don't stage my house. Like, that's where he leaves his shoes a majority of the time. And I didn't pick them up to film this part of the video. But it is seriously crazy how much you can accomplish. We always underestimate what we can accomplish when we stay consistent and put in the work. So this was weekly decluttering for me. There was a couple of weeks that I did take off, but I still have like little bits of clutter. Like, I just bought some chalkboards for Christmas presents that I found on clearance. And they're sitting in my dining room because I haven't taken them down to the basement yet. So, I mean, there's still little bits of clutter here and there. It is an ongoing process. But when you make the decision that you're going to get it done and you put the action into place, it is crazy how doing just one corner for 20 minutes and then coming back the next day and putting in another 20 minutes makes such a huge difference. And it all adds up. We are in the basement. I figured I'd leave this in. I don't want to do it, you guys. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. OMG. Who was here for my basement declutter and remembers that intro? That was one of my favorite intros, but it was real. I did not. This room was so bad. This is the back unfinished part of my basement, which is right off my kitchen. So I just took you right back downstairs. This room was bad. It took me 2 weeks just to do the back unfinished part of my basement because I had so much junk down here. And this is what it looks like now. It's still cluttered. I told you there are just going to be parts. My basement storage area was towards the beginning of my decluttering journey, because I knew once I started getting in other rooms, there was going to be things that I wasn't ready to let go of that I didn't have a space for. For instance, right here in the middle area here, I've got 2 nightstands and a bookshelf. Those are big, bulky items that I'm not ready to let go of yet. I might want to do something with them. I haven't made the decision. So they are sitting back here in the back part of the storage of my basement. I have this refrigerator that was in the finished part of my basement. Now that we have a refrigerator in the garage, I don't know if I need it, but I'm not ready to let it go yet. It is much better down here than it was, but it still needs some work. We have this table down here that I have to clean off. That was Donna Jean's. That's what we had set up for her crafting station, was just a folding table, and it's got paint all over it. Well, we now have her set up with a desk, so I have to clean that table off, but this is what the back part of my basement looks like. Again, I know it is way better, but it still looks very cluttered because I have a lot of items sitting back here. But it's the back part of my basement storage. I'm okay if it's not perfect. Now we're going to move into the finished part of my basement. The first section of it is my couponing stockpile, which was a hot mess, as you can see. This video, again, will be linked down in the description box if you want to watch me clean all of this up and organize everything. It was very satisfying to organize it. You can see the refrigerator was sitting over there that I moved into the back part of the basement. So this was just another area of my house that was a disaster. So I gave you a long answer, but let me give you a short answer. Did I think I could accomplish this much in 1 year's time? No, I did not. I really thought it was going to take me at least 2 years to get through and declutter my house. But that is truly the power of putting in the small chunks of time and doing it consistently. And I'm not even done decluttering, but I have made great progress in this year's time. So this is what the stockpile section of the finished portion of my basement looks like. You can see I do have some bags on the ground over there. Those are not couponing items. Those are actually just some like decor things that I bought months ago, and I just haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. So they are sitting down here in the bags, because where else would I put them except for in the basement? That just makes sense. My husband has room to set his golf clubs up so they don't have to sit in the garage and get dusty, or they don't have to sit in the back room of the basement and get dusty. And this houses all of my beautiful couponing stockpile. And if you have any questions about couponing, or why do you have so much, or any of that, definitely go watch the video. I talked a ton about my couponing in that video that is linked down in the description box. And this half of the basement took me a week to do, because again, I only work in chunks of time as I have them. So all projects that I take on take me multiple days, and I try to set aside at least a week for each project. So I knew this side of the basement was going to take me a week to do. Then at another date, we moved over to the other side of the finished portion of my basement, which is more like we use as a living area. And again, just another section of my house that was filled with a ton of clutter. And I did the couponing stockpile side 1 week, and then I think I took like a couple weeks off from the basement, and then I came back to this side. Now, if you've been with me for a while, then you know we got new floors, which is such a blessing. I am so grateful that we got new floors upstairs. Almost the whole house is new floors. So there were some things that I moved down into the basement when we were getting the new carpet laid that are still kind of sitting down here that I need to take care of. But this area looks so much better. I rearranged a few things, decluttered a ton of things. You can see I've got, like in this corner, some things that I just moved from other rooms. and put them down here. So I still have to take care of like these things right here, but the room looks so much better. One question that I did get a few times as well is, do you know how much you took out of your house? And unfortunately, I did not keep a tally. Although if you go back and you watch any of the decluttering videos that I did say in each one of those videos, like how many bags I took out to garbage, what I did for recycling, or what I took to the donation center to donate. And on most weeks, it was at least 2 bags of garbage just from decluttering, and anywhere from 2 to 4 bags, garbage bags full, that went to donation. So I removed so much stuff from my house. If I had to guess, a rough guess would be somewhere around 80 full garbage bags that I took to donation. It was a lot of stuff, but I'm so glad to have my house so much clearer. I thought it would be fun. This was the very first decluttering video that I ever shot on my channel, was this hall closet that was totally not functional. We hadn't used it in about 2 years because it was jam-packed, and I just wanted to be able to fit my dang vacuum cleaner in here instead of it sitting out in the foyer. So this was the first decluttering I ever did, and I now can fit my vacuum cleaner in my hall closet. And I knew with decluttering I needed to start small. That's why I started on one closet. And the one closet, I think, took me 3 or 4 days to do. I had found some dang slime at the bottom that got crusted on from one of Donna Jean's projects when she was younger. The hall closet is right in the foyer. So now we're going to take a look at the foyer. You saw that old light that I used to have. I'm going to show you a replacement light. Our whole entire house, except for my living room and my family room, had wallpaper. So there was wallpaper in every single room. And my foyer was no exception to having clutter. I had clutter. I even had a table over here in the corner that was jam-packed full of stuff. It probably was the least cluttered room in my house, but it still had clutter and took me, I don't know, 2 or 3 days to clear out this room. So if you are starting with decluttering, if you want to get the clutter out of your house, start small. I tell you all of the time, one area at a time, one drawer at a time. I started with the closet. That's where I started. And it took me, I don't even remember, 3 days to do that dang closet. This is what my foyer looks like now. The wallpaper is off the wall. We got the walls painted. I got a new light, which I love. Most of my house is painted in Benjamin Moore's cloud cover, like my kitchen, my foyer, my bathroom. Part of the dining room is cloud cover. The other part of the dining room is white blue. Here comes Tom again to say hello. But this room is one I am actually super excited to get in here and do a makeover on, because I want to do some fun things in my foyer that I just haven't done yet. And then right off my foyer is my living room, what we used to call Gus's room. When we had Gus, who I lost when he was 10 years old, and he was the most amazing Great Dane ever, and I miss him every day. This room, again, was jam-packed. Every corner was filled with stuff, every drawer, every cabinet, it was all filled. We have our desk in here with our computer, and then we also have a space inside this room for Donna Jean because she is my big crafter. And so we had that table set up over here in the corner for her to be able to do all of the crafts that her little heart desires. And I know a lot of you love seeing Donna Jean in my videos. And tomorrow on the 5th is Donna Jean's 12th birthday. If you would like to wish her a happy birthday, I will make sure that she sees your comment. I know she would love that so much. And I'm just going to warn you that this room, although so much better, because here's the thing, progress is progress. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. This room is still a work in progress for me. Losing Gus was very devastating to me, and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this room now that he is not here for this to be Gus's room, has been a little bit challenging. But we got the room painted, we got the new floors, and I've got some clutter in here. Like I've got that box there. Those are the curtain rods that I need to have my husband put up so I can hang curtains in here. But I think what I'm going to do with this room, and I'm super excited to do a makeover on it, it's going to be like an office / craft room for Donna Jean, and probably I'll put a little bit of furniture in here for sitting, like maybe a couch or something like that. I'm not entirely sure yet, but stay tuned for this makeover coming. I'm not sure when it's coming, but it'll be coming. In the meantime, it's got some stuff sitting in the middle of the table for my grandkids, and it's just not perfect. It is a room I am still working on. So it's way better than it was before, but I still need to do some things in here. And that's just probably the way it's always going to be. There's always going to be areas that I need to work on, or that I should say I want to work on. And although this is not an area that I did any decluttering on because my stairs didn't have any clutter, thank goodness, I still thought it would be fun to show you. This is going up my stairs. Again, wallpaper all through the house. And we had the blue carpet on the stairs. And it was just, there's no windows over here, so it's kind of a dark, dingy area. We had like a builder grade light up here. And I just thought it would be fun to show you the teeny little transformation that the stairs and the upstairs hallway went through. And this is another area that I'm excited to do a little makeover on. I have some ideas of what I want to do up the stairs, and I haven't really done any decorating or anything in the hallway, just a teeny little bit. But the transformation is pretty phenomenal. Getting rid of the wallpaper and just painting it a white color. We took the same carpet all throughout the house. It brightened up this area so very much, painted all of the trim white instead of that yellow. I did get a new light for up here, and I have one little piece of art. The painter made me this. She found that wallpaper in my girls' bathroom behind their other wallpaper, and I thought it was beautiful. She thought it was beautiful. She framed it for me, so I hung it up in my hallway upstairs, and we did paint the banister, or the railing area, the banister, black. And right at the top of my stairs is my girls' bathroom. This is what my girls' bathroom looked like. I definitely did some decluttering in here, but honestly, there wasn't a ton to do. It was mostly the counter area. They kept everything on the counter area. So I implemented some systems that I put underneath their sinks so that we could clear off the counter area and this bathroom wouldn't look so darn cluttered. And the biggest transformation I would say that we made in this room, other than painting in this room, because paint is always going to transform a space, is we removed the glass shower doors and put up a shower curtain. It just looks so much better this way and so much cleaner. So my girls have some little decor that they've put up, like a little chicken we got from Hobby Lobby. I put this sign up in here. We did change out their hardware, their faucets, because one of their faucets was leaking, so it had to be changed anyways. And now their counters stay pretty clear of clutter. And now we're going to move on to the bedrooms. So this is what Viv's bedroom looked like. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that Viv and Donna Jean, they bunk together. So even though they both have their own separate spaces, they do typically sleep together. And I love that they are so close as sisters. I know I shared a room with my sister for a long time as well. But her room, it was full of dang clutter. And again, more wallpaper. We had wallpaper in every room. So I decluttered this room with both of the girls' help. And Viv, I let her pick out everything for her room. So she picked out this beautiful purple color. It's a very classy purple. It kind of looks gray on camera, but it is purple. And it's called Serenity, I think, by Benjamin Moore. I let the girls get some pumpkin light ups from Dollar Tree. So Viv's got those spread against her bed. The only basically new furniture we bought in this house over the last year was I did replace both of my girls have a new bed and new nightstands. That dresser we already had. The vanity was a gift. Almost all of the furniture in my house has been passed down from family members or a neighbor moving and wanted to know if, hey, do you want this? Or my mom found something. Hey, so-and-so's getting rid of this. Do you want it? That's where this old vanity came from. And we did finally hang a picture, or not a picture, a mirror up in Viv's room. You'll see the difference between Viv and Donna's style in just a second when I show you Donna's room. I have no videos of the before of Donna's room because it wasn't actually Donna's room. We transitioned her from a different room. Again, the girls bunk together at night. But my oldest daughter, Grayson, when she lived at home, she's 25, married, has her own kids now. This was her room that Donna Jean recently took over. So this is what her room looks like now. Viv definitely has a more minimal style as far as she didn't really want any pictures up on the wall. Very little decor. She has like one stuffed animal that she keeps on her nightstand. Where Donna Jean, she likes all things, although Donna Jean picked a much more neutral color for her room, which is called Pewter by Benjamin Moore, than Viv did. Donna Jean likes the color accents all over her room. She likes the pictures up on her room. She has a gazillion stuffed animals that she insists she has to keep. She has decluttered some, and I'm proud of her for that. But I'm going to let her keep whatever she wants to keep. So this is Donna Jean's room. And she left a sweatshirt laying on the floor. It is what it is. But I love her room. I think it's so cozy and so cute, and she loves it too, and that's the most important thing to me. My girls got to pick out everything that went in their room, including their new beds. Like I said, that was the one purchase of furniture we made this year. They each got a new bed and a new nightstand because both of their beds were hand-me-downs, which is totally fine, but they were very, very old. And the mattresses needed to be replaced, and I just let them get brand new beds. So probably the question I got asked the most was, do I think I'll be hosting family gatherings? Because I shared that had been taken away from me because my house was so completely cluttered. Okay, before I get into answering that question, this was actually Donna Jean's room that she hardly ever used before we transitioned her. And her room didn't look quite this bad when we considered it Donna Jean's room. But with redoing both of their bedrooms, a lot of stuff got moved into here, and this room ended up being another catch-all in my house. And what I will say about hosting family gatherings is yes, I already basically all year long have had family gatherings, whether it's just doing like a family dinner with some extended family like my mom or my cousins or things like that. I have already been doing that, and it has been fantastic. It was devastating when it did get taken away from me, and it did not make me want to do any decluttering or clean up anything because it kind of sent me into a little bit of a depression. I'm not going to lie about that. But having a house with so many areas in it that were this cluttered almost on a daily basis and all the time really made me feel depressed most of the time. This room is now one of my favorite rooms in the house. I love this room so much. This is our guest bedroom / grandkids bedroom. I have 2 grandkids. EJ is 21 months old, and Violet was just born on September 14th. And this is where EJ sleeps when he comes to stay with Grandma. And I love this room so, so much. And keeping up with the theme, all of the furniture in here, besides the plant, we've had for years. The crib was gifted to me from my aunt, who didn't need it for her grandkids anymore. The bed was Grayson's bed when she was growing up. The nightstand was from my husband and I's very first bedroom set that was gifted to us as a wedding gift from one of my great aunts. These curtains are like my favorite curtains in my whole house. I love them so much. I did buy those brand new. So I just love this room so much. I love my dining room and my family room too. And I love my bedroom too. There's so many rooms in my house now that I just love. And that was basically what happened to me was a year ago. A year ago, I said, I am tired of feeling like I don't love my house anymore because it's in such disarray all of the time. It makes me anxious. I feel depressed. I don't even want company coming over because I'm embarrassed. And I decided, you know what? I can change this. I can change this. No matter how long it takes me, I can change this. And that's when I started decluttering. Not because my family said I couldn't host family gatherings because my house was too cluttered, because that actually happened quite a few years ago. I did it for me. I did this all for me. We are now in the last part of my house. If you've been enjoying this tour and seeing where I was a year ago versus where I am now, please give this video a thumbs up. I so appreciate it. This was the master bedroom before I got in here and decluttered, before we had the wallpaper removed and painted this room. I know I've shared this a few times before, but I'm going to share it again. We found this house in October. We actually moved into this house in October of 2011. And I never thought that I would have a house like this. I dreamed of having a house like this, and I just never thought it was going to be possible for us. And then we found this house, and everything fell into place. And I am so incredibly grateful to have the house I have. And I did all of this decluttering and all of this hard work, like I said, for me, because I am so grateful for this house that I didn't want it to feel like a place I was no longer enjoying. And it was a place I was no longer enjoying because I just didn't know how to declutter. I didn't know how to let go of things. I let things build up. I was a busy working mama. I had young kids. I wasn't cleaning. I wasn't decluttering. Everything that happened for a reason. It taught me so many life lessons. And this is my dang master bedroom now. And all I feel when I walk into my bedroom every day and when I wake up every day is pride. And I didn't think that I would get this emotional about this, but I have this beautiful, it is to me, beautiful master bedroom, and I never thought I would have such a beautiful bedroom. And never for 1 second did I stop being grateful for this house. But now, on top of being grateful for my house, I also feel very proud of my house. And if you're wondering if my dresser is new, because I told you I didn't buy any new furniture in this house except for my girls' beds and nightstands. No, it is not. That was my dresser, but I painted it and took the mirror off, and I love it so much now. And I should also say, I did get my husband and I new matching nightstands because my husband was using a suitcase for his nightstand. So I did buy something new for my bedroom as well. This house was meant to be ours, and I firmly believe that. And I lost my grandmother in 2010, who I was very, very close to. And this house is shaped exactly the same as my grandmother's house was. And my grandmother always had wallpaper. And so when I walked into this house to look at this house, it felt like home. The market was at the lowest it had ever been. We got this house for a steal of a deal. There were so many offers on this house. I can't even believe that we got it. And I just feel like it was my grandmother saying, this is meant to be your house. So we are ending this tour in my master bathroom. My closet in here was a complete disaster. It took me a week to declutter my bathroom. We got the wallpaper removed. We painted. This is my favorite paint color. I have it in my bedroom and I have it in the grandkids' room. It is called Italian Ice by Benjamin Moore. My bathroom is beautiful. I love my bathroom now. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for spending this last year with me, for spending this time today with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you if you've been wanting to do some decluttering just to see how worth it is. It is overwhelming. It does take a lot of work, but I promise you are just going to feel so proud. And the last thing I wanted to show you is my master bathroom closet because I did some peel and stick wallpaper in here, and it makes me so dang happy to see all this bright, beautiful color every time I open up this closet. Thank you again for spending this time with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to see you again next week. Bye.